Hi guys, welcome back to Robertson's Belly Acres. I know this looks like it should be a kitchen video and should be on Belly Acres Kitchen. But you guys, it is January 11th when I am shooting this, and I'm full force thinking about the garden and the greenhouse and things like that. I want to get started, get some slips started and some roots started. So I have sweet potatoes. I made some amazing sweet potato empanadas. I went live cooking those. I go live on my cooking channel every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're missing out on that, man, go watch that because we have so much fun in the kitchen. It's like everybody's here hanging out. So, but I had 3 of these sweet potatoes left over. So I want to start getting sweet potato slips ready for the garden. So I went and I dug out 3 pint jars. This one's pretty stained. I've used it over and over, so this one will be perfect. And then I also bought some ginger root recently, and I've never cooked with ginger root until recently, and I like it. So I'm going to try to grow some of this. We are going to try to have an herbal garden, a herbal remedy garden. So I think this will be a great addition to that because there are so many benefits in ginger root. Plus it tastes good. So what I'm going to use, I've got my sweet potatoes and I got my ginger root. I bought this stuff at the grocery store. Recently I had somebody say, I didn't even think about being able to buy things at the grocery store and plant them. But yes, you can. So let me show you something else. I love these little sweet peppers. And the other day I cut 2, I made sweet peppers and I just kept 2. Look at all the seeds on just one. I mean, that's tons of plants, right? I haven't taken them off to let them dry yet. I'm just kind of letting them dry there because I want to kind of keep track of what they are, because sometimes I do save from bell peppers or jalapenos, and I kind of want to keep that until I can get a chance to get to it. Buy a bag of pinto beans, make a pot for your family, and then take a whole handful of them. Go outside and plant some. I mean, when the weather's right. So black-eyed peas are the same way. So yeah, whatever it is that you're wanting to plant, you don't always have to go straight to seed catalogs. Not that seed catalogs are bad. I love seed catalogs. Let's see. I'm going to need 3 or 4 toothpicks per sweet potato. 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and... I talked about this on my other channel. My mom is just such a genius. She is the epitome of that generation of making do with what you have. And my mom took an old garlic powder seasoning jar, washed it, put the big, the little thing with the big holes on it, and this is our toothpick holder, and it's amazing. So I love that idea. So with your sweet potatoes, all of these little bitty eyes are what is going to make slips. So you're going to have roots and slips. So I start these in the house. One of my really good friends, Cindy from Pathways Homestead, she is amazing. She taught me so much about homesteading when I first got started. And she always said, start your slips in January, start them in the house, put them somewhere where you remember to change out the water, and then by the time it's time to put them outside, you will have tons. That's the top, that's the bottom. You will have tons of slips to start your sweet potato patch. And so yeah, so let's do this. So what I'm doing is I am poking these with these toothpicks, and the reason I'm doing that is so that they can sit inside the jar without being fully submerged. I mean, the bottom of it's going to be in the water. You don't want them just laying in the water. All right, so here we go. So if you look close, like this looks like where the stem was, where they, cut the thing off, and this looks more like a root. So put the root side down Okay, and then you will, since I touched those, put water in them. Now, if you're getting close to time, you can put a root starter in there, but you do not, you do not have to. Boop. There you go, just like that. Put that somewhere where you know, where you see it, so you can change the water out, because the water can get, it can get nasty, and you don't want it to get too nasty. You want to be able to change that water out. Oop, that could use a little more water. Want them to be able to get sunlight and be somewhere where you can see it. So I will probably put mine on top of my mantle, because my living room gets a lot of sunlight. Let me show you this. This is how much sunlight my living room has at 9 o'clock in the morning. Of course, I don't have curtains on yet, but hey, I live in the country, so that will come eventually. Right now, it gets a lot of sunlight, and that's great, so I will probably just put it right over here next to that, some of Mom's potted plants, and let them start. And that is it to the sweet potatoes. I would say set it and forget it, but I hate that expression, because I am the type of person that if you tell me to set it and forget it, I will forget it. I tried kombucha once. They said put it in a dark room and set and forget it. Yeah, apple cider vinegar. It was great. Let's see. For the ginger root, I've not ever done anything with the ginger root. But I looked up online, and the video, I had got this cutting board out because I thought I was going to have to cut it, but I'm not going to. So on this video, it said find a shallow dish, and you just take your ginger root, and this is kind of the same way. It has these little knobs on it, the little, where you can kind of see where it will start a, it'll start growing roots. So this one, because it's a shallow dish and it's a little more tricky to carry around, I'm just going to set it here on my sink, and then that way I remember, I mean, I can see it, and I know to change it out every now and then if you want to change the water out. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Sweet potato slips, it's January. We need to get those started. Cindy said so. Go check out Cindy at Pathways Homestead. She's amazing. She's just has so much information on the gardening aspect. And then also ginger root. I'm excited about ginger root because I am on a quest to have a healing garden, and I'm going to have to reach out to a lot of my friends that are gurus in that aspect. But I know that ginger does have a lot of great antioxidants and health benefits. So I'm excited to try to grow some. So yeah, let's do this. There we go. 3 beautiful little sweet potatoes. You know, when people say, I'm a potato or you're a potato, I'm like, that's right, I'm a sweet potato. So, sweet potatoes sitting on top of the lying board. There's a whole story about the lying board. This is there's a whole story about the lying board, and we're going to have to talk about that sometime, but we're going to do that when we are with who made the lying board. And so that's going to be a conversation with Kelly from Rebel at Heart and Sean from Let's Trade Paint, because when they were here helping us side our house, because they are amazing people as well, the lying board was created, and it's such a funny story, and we'll have to share that and hash that out at another time. But you guys go check them out as well, because they are super amazing people that will give the shirt off their back for anyone. And so let's recap. We have ginger root right there on the sink, ready to go. We have sweet potatoes on the mantle to start those slips for this spring. And you guys need to check out Cindy at Pathways Homestead. Cindy and Gary. Gary is amazing too. He has a lot of information on cows and pigs. He's kind of a pig guy, so he and Rusty get along great because they're both pig dudes, right? And then, you know, there's Sean from Let's Trade Paint and Kelly from Rebel at Heart. Amazing people, you guys. All right, you guys. Well, I know it's a short one. I just kind of wanted to bring you guys along as we get those things ready for the spring. It's never too early to start planning for your garden. So, and your self-sufficiency. Producing your own food is a skill and a mindset that a lot of us embrace. So, all right, you guys, I hope you like our videos. If you do, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends. And leave us some comments. Tell us what else you guys start getting ready in January. And most of all, don't forget to smash that bell and get notified of the next new video when it comes out. So until next time, you guys, God bless.